Welcome back. Oh, hey, yo. The camera's back live again and decided to revive itself. I think it is this one. What's up, guys? I have two cameras, like one right beside the other. So, all right. In that case, let's get the background lighting on. How are we doing today? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ladder Legends replay analysis. Today we have Marquverse against Bada Boom Overmind. I feel like I've seen Overmind before. Who was it that was playing against this guy? It was one of you legends. You should let me know. Got my coffee. Just ate lunch and I'm ready to go. Speed this up a little bit. There was no notes with this one, so we're just going through what we could have done worse or better. I'm ready to play some games myself. Ready to get cooking on that ladder, you know? All right. Natural coming up for the Zerg. Production tab going to be popping up here. We got a second command center halfway completed. Marine after Reaper. Reaper doesn't quite get the third block. It's okay. So what we should do now is we should... Oh, we're going for a drone. Okay, I like it. I like it. Nice. Zerg players subscribed by the rule do enough damage. Get the creep tuber down. We're going to be going up here. We saw that there was no more gas mining, which will tell you that this is going to be quite an economic opener. We're looking for the queen wiggle as well on the hatcheries if possible. Because the Reaper was across the map, this meant that he was able to send his 4 lings across, but we're going to lose 1 SCV, that's fine. Nice, we get the swap over, double Hellion start, and everything's going as per normal. So we should be either, I mean, it's double gas, we're going up to Banshee, so I imagine we're going to be seeing Banshee before 3rd Command Center here. Let's see, got Reaper with the 2 Hellions ready to go. Double depot going down and right around 41. Slightly early on the 1 out of 54, but that's okay. All right, we get a Liberator coming out here to go with the Hellion Reaper. Are we gonna be? We're seeing Stim Pack as well. So what's the follow-up? Is what my question is. So we should be either be seeing 2 more barracks or a 3rd command center. There we go, 3rd command center. And now Liberator is gonna be going out for harassment here. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, gonna be sending that bad boy out. It's gonna be spotted by our Zerg player. Now, I don't think you actually saw it, but all right, Hellion's coming out here. 4th base going down for the Zerg player. There's not really too many drones. There's only 40 drones, so this is really good for the Terran. Yeah, Mark over here looking for the drones, and there are none to be found. Pretty decent micro, honestly. Like, it was okay. We also got a grand total of 9 worker kills, so this is what we call a successful opening. 3rd orbital starting, 1-1 on the way. Barracks 2 and 3 are done. Stim is also done as well. We should be seeing combat shields start up here pretty soon. This is going to be for like defensive or 3rd base. Okay, all right. I would have loved to see this Liberator staying on the other side of the map doing some harassment. 3rd player going for baneling speed. I think coming up here pretty nice. We are getting supply blocked here at 85. Like pretty hard supply block too, which is a little rough. We see another depot coming in. We also see a scout that's going to be coming in, so hopefully we can deny that. We got our Marines over here. So now we should be trying to clear all the Overlords away from our base. All right, we're getting rid of this guy. First 2 medevacs are out. Looks like we're going to be going across. So this is the biggest mistake so far. We waited quite a while to start combat shields. Our stim has been done for quite a while, right? So it's just like, yeah, we went back a minute and combat shields still could have already started. And it would have been, you want it to be hitting with this 1-1, right? So it takes 79 seconds for that to go, so we really want this to be started. Now what it's looking like is that we're going to have 1-1, but combat shields is still going to be like 20 seconds off. At least we got it. At least we remembered to get it. Like, that does tend to be a gold league or a GM league Terran. Terrans of all levels, they all forget combat shields. All right, we stopped making SCVs right around 62. We want to go up to like 66 to 68. And then if we are going to throw it on the 4th CC, we might as well end up going up to like 70, 75. All right. So we're here. So now look at this. Imagine if we had combat shields with this. This would be, what is this? 19, 20 Marines. That would be an extra 200 HP on our army. So we did the cardinal sin of having things be unsieged at the same time. And we unsiege one first, and then we unsiege the second one. So what does this mean? All of our potential splash damage is gone. right now, and he goes because he's going before the creep dissipates, which unfortunately allows all of this to get cleaned up. Now, what does this do? This takes away all of our pressure, or any of our like 1-1 pressure we had available is now gone. 2-2 starts up at the same time for both players. Fourth command center is getting close to finishing. We're getting a second factory down for more tanks. Okay. And then right around this time is when I personally like to turn on second starport and start moving towards libs and lib range. Once we're getting the fourth command center set up and saturated. We should be seeing that float over pretty soon. Okay, we're floating it all the way over here. Now, whenever you take this base, it is much easier to take this base. It's very tucked away in a corner. It's a lot harder for the Zerg to attack this base than it is to attack this one. This one's not terrible to defend with the debris here and like a small wall-off section, but it's just we already have this base. We could use this as our attack path, like all the way down the minimap, like so. And then if we are able to do that, that will act as like a buffer zone for this base as we grab it, right? So, just something to think about for the future. Alright, fourth base coming down. Have we started any more workers? Yeah, we're up 71. I don't know where these yawns are coming from. It's only when I'm recording these things, man. Alright, we're getting 3 additional barracks. Now, the barracks are definitely a little late. You want to be seeing these coming down around the 7.5 minute mark or so if we are going to go up to 8 racks. Right after your fourth command center. If we're going up to 4 CCs as well. 2-2's finished. Nice. We're on top of starting the upgrades. I'm a fan of that. 2-2 just finished. Now we're looking to hit. Unfortunately for us, the Zerg's 2-2 is also done. So all we need to do here is make sure we have really good pre-spreads. So once again, yeah. So let's see. How can we have better tech in this fight? Let's think about it for a second. First off, we have a lot of Marines. We have like a ton of Marines. We have 64 of the men with guns here, right? So it's just like we're gonna need an insanely good pre-spread. I would have loved to see a couple more Marauders here. Like we only have 2. Maybe the ratio like 11 to 40 would be better, right? Because it's just we need more of a meat shield. And also, if ultras do come out, like surprise ultralisks, then we have some sort of band-aid counter. So we have 2 tanks in the back, not doing much. We scan this creep before we're pre-spread. So this lets the Zerg know that we're here. We should put the Liberator right here. We should unsiege probably these. Actually, no, these 2 tanks. Leave all of these where they are. This is fine. But unsiege these 2 tanks. Move them forward up here. I would put 1 here, and then we put 1 right here. Just barely in range of each other on either side. And then maybe move this tank here. And then now suddenly we have a really big setup and spread. And this engagement's really hard for him to break into. Especially we have some pre-spread going all the way out into the back. And we're just stemming like a chunk of Marines. But if we take stock of what we have right now, a lot of our units aren't here yet. 2 tanks are not in position. The Liberator does not get sieged up here, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, the Zerg player is getting ready to go. So, yeah, we have a lot of Marines that are just chilling right here. And then, yeah, we're very unspread. Like, all these guys are clumped up over here. We need to try to spread them like some butter. Can't believe it's not butter is what we should be thinking when we see these spreads over here. All right, and then, so we're unsieging 3 of our... We have 7 tanks total, but out of the 5 tanks that are actually going to be partaking in the fight, we're unsieging 60% of them. So all at the same time, and then we're moving them all at once. So the lib's not set up. The tanks aren't, like, we're just doing things slightly out of order, and the most important thing after we do that initial siege up is pre-spreading. So if we think about this from the Zerg perspective, this is the perfect time to go. The creep is still here, so he's going to be able to surround this faster. You're not pre-spread. Your tanks are unsieged. Yeah, this is a good time to go. Upgrades are even. Like, let's go. All that being said, we're still ahead of him quite a bit as well on supply. Additional Marines and stuff like that. And his army's still very small. Like, even after all of that, it wasn't, I mean, obviously not great trades for you, but could have been worse. So whenever one scans ahead, you always want to try to scan slightly further forward from where your current position is, because it doesn't really make much sense to scan this while we're right here, right? It's like if you look at your vision. Hold on, let's go back.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, we already saw it because of the Liberator. Hey, the scan just doesn't seem too useful to me, but that's okay. Liberator getting some good drone kills. You're outproducing the Zerg once again. We don't know when Hive's done, which Lair was at the natural. We actually never saw when the Lair was done either. The only semblance of knowing that he has tech is seeing the Baneling speed. But if you click on these upgrades, you should know that he's probably moving towards Hive, especially considering there's no Spire, right? Okay, look at my camera died. We got what? How long do we get out of it? Let's see if I can fix it real quick. Ayo, ayo, we're back. But yeah, especially considering that we have seen nothing else but these ground units. And now the surprise ultras are on the tab. Nice, Tanko here. It's a great spot. With that fight, we were not pre-spread enough, and our tanks weren't quite ready. Alright, we pick up. We're backing up. I mean, our supply's looking really healthy here. We unsiege once again. We unsiege everything all at once. Really not ever recommended to do this. A couple things at a time. Like, even if we're all moving like this, it's still better to, like, you could have left that one tank here, and that could be like your anchor tank. In my opinion, like, a lot of Zergs like to play like this. There's literally not a single semblance of anti-air here, which is one of the reasons why I really recommend the second Starport plus Fusion Core to get lib range. Because if you're able to get lib range here, then it's like, what can he do against you, right? He has nothing that stops your units. He's going for a surround. Yeah, unfortunately now we're stuck with tier 1 units versus tier 3 units. It's just not gonna end up working out too well. We needed like 15 more of these guys. You might be like, oh, he had corruptors, but the goal would be for them to die before the corruptors kill them most of the time. Plus, this is like 4 minutes later from when we were suggesting making the switch. Another thing you could also do against these kinds of players, Ultra Tech switch gets me every time. Yep. Our Marine to Marauder ratio, it's the 2-2 push is where you had your biggest chance. And this was where we forgot combat shields, so we're lacking a lot of HP there. But it was the 2-2 push really where you had your biggest chance, and we had just had way too many Marines. We should have already been moving towards Ultras at that point, and adding in Liberators as well, which we were adding in single libs, but then we were just unsieged, like I mentioned before with the being unsieged. Also, if you think about that first push, right, like had we retained our tank count, we would have had an additional 2 tanks. This would have brought you up to 9 tanks total. And if we have 9 tanks well positioned, like one here, another one here, and then like maybe one down this ramp, and we're pushing with a little army here, and we're all pre-spread up here. We're talking like ideal fight with the same kinds of units. This looks amazing for you. Like, it will be such a hard position for the Zerg to break. It's really all about our setup, Mark. That's all we really need to focus on, is the setup of the fight. And actually being set up before the fight is taken. Because, like, the Zerg is looking to pounce on you like this. And if you give them an opportunity to do so, they will every time. Yeah, hopefully these tips helped. If you have any questions, man, feel free to PM me. We can go over it. We can lab it. We can make sure we get this sorted out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.